Hi everybody, welcome to another session of Couples Therapy Doppelganger. Here we go, we're going to do shit. Hi.
Oh, crap, right away. Sorry for barging in. Oh, what's this? A letter to me from Lucia? I see. Put this back in the phone stack. Okay. Thank you, Lucia. Even though I was told that she rejected me before I even confessed, there must be some reason for it all. I am weak for having just given up and resorted to hopeless wishing. Once I get my body back, I'm going to tell her how I truly feel. I won't give up until she tells me in person that she doesn't want to see me anymore.
Yay. Clifford stands in front of the Lee Main family mansion, carrying the saw that he previously used as a weapon.
Is this really the right house? Come to think of it, maybe this is the right thing.
I'm guessing this is Lee. I guess I'll do it. Oh, so you've come.
Lee is standing in front of him, carrying a wushu sword.
I was right.
Oh, that's what that thing was supposed to be?
It's a wushu sword, yes.
Awkward art.
I was right. You will never hand it over to me.
Hand over our family treasure to the person who wanted to take away the girl I love. Dream on, lost one.
What?
I don't understand.
He thinks Clifford was totally getting Lucia on and...
Yeah. Silence! You have no right to say anything.
Do you love your own cousin? Well, that's...
This is about Lucia, you lowly creature. I will never let you return to your former self. You're trash, and all trash deserves to be burned.
What have you done exactly?
Why don't you guess? I've simply done deeds that all you trash deserve to receive.
You're the one who killed Rico, aren't you? Who else have you killed?
Rico, who? I've disposed of so many like you that I no longer remember each one. Why don't you just stay where you belong and leave us alone, you filthy trash?
No, I have to get my body back from that monster.
Well then. Now then, Clifford Rhodes, it's time for you to run.
Oh no.
Oh, Debbie.
You're the one who'd better start running, coward.
No.
Immediately, Lee moved in for the kill. He lashed out his sword and Clifford barely dodged. Clifford was shocked. How could a man strike a killing blow like that with such emotionless eyes? The man right in front of him could not be human. And with that, Clifford starts running. Lee is rather swift. Clifford never thought that such a bookworm could be run so fast. No wonder he was able to kill so many people. Well, whoever or whatever he killed were unlucky to have faced him.
Oh, you're too fast. It's just so sad that your fastest isn't quick enough to escape from me.
Lee jabbed his sword at Clifford and almost stabbed him, but... Clifford managed to parry it with his saw, which turned out to be quite unexpected. Sorry, did I read that right? Yes, okay. Inside, Clifford was greatly relieved that he had trusted in his intuition and brought the saw along. Taking advantage of Lee's surprise, Clifford immediately burst into a sprint.
Yes!
I did it. Clifford continued to run as quickly as he could, but no matter where he went or the distance he managed to make, he always heard someone following right behind him. Clifford was at a disadvantage. Lee knew well the structure of his house, so he could easily react accordingly to any surprises Clifford threw his way. Now the only problem he had now was in how he can find where the artifact is while still dodging Lee's attacks. Hearing eerie footsteps nearby, Clifford immediately ducked and hid in a closet.
Hey, where are you, my little lost one? Come out, wherever you are.
Clifford decided to hold his breath, even though he knew that wouldn't do him any good. He could hear his own rapid heartbeat. Desperately, he prayed that Lee couldn't hear it as well. Why is he afraid of somebody who's younger and smaller than he is? Sure, he might have a sword, but Clifford had a saw. They were equals in weaponry.
I'm sure I heard him entering this room.
Then again, Lee has killed other people. People who might have been stronger than he is. People who may have been more desperate than Clifford is now. Not to forget that Rico might have been one of them. How could Lee possibly have killed those people? Clifford hastily shook his head. There was no time to be thinking of that now.
There's no time.
There no time.
There's no
excuse me.
time.
The house was completely void of any other human presence. Lee picked the perfect time to kill Clifford without the risk of being found out. He tricked Lucia with his false naivete. Sorry, that is spelled differently for naivete.
Yeah.
But Clifford never trusted Lee. That's right. Shuang told him that she never liked Li Zhuyan much either. Ah, Shuang. Without a body, he could never face Shuang. Lee will never let him get his body back as long as he lives.
Oh, I see you.
And then he heard those dreaded footsteps approaching him. The closet door he was hiding behind was slashed into pieces by Lee's sword. He breathed deeply without a sound. He could have died along with that door. Clifford managed to duck just in time to dodge the attack, but all he could do was stay put in his place. His entire body felt numb from fear and exhaustion. The same thought went coursing through his mind. Is this person even human?
Found you.
Are you human?
Human? Yes, I suppose you could say that. A human with powers beyond any other. So where are you going to run off to now, Clifford?
Just die, you son of a bitch.
Wow, awesome, Timmy. That was the only thing Clifford could say to his pursuer.
Where are your manners? See, you don't deserve Lucia. You're better off with that trash Shuang.
Trash?
Then again, I was glad she was born with all those pathetic weaknesses. That's why I'm the one who'll become the head of the Lee family.
I am the head of the Lee family.
I am heir to the Lee family! I'll be sending your letters to hell, Clifford.
Upon hearing Shuang's name, Clifford's blood boiled. Suddenly his willpower to fight returned with a vengeance. Even if he's someone whose body has been taken away, he could still fight.
I won't let you.
Is that all?
Damn it.
All he did was parry Clifford's attacks, and didn't even flinch while doing so. Clifford understands that he's not even close to Lee's league. This person has killed only God knows how many people.
Seriously? It was all child's play to me.
But the only thing Clifford can do now is to keep attacking and find any opening. He thought about running away, but Lee will never let him go just like that now. Escaping was no longer an option. He doesn't even know whether Lee's family members are as insane as he is. This time, it's Clifford's saw that was thrown away.
Damn.
It appears that I'm the victor.
Lee swings his sword over his head and prepares to deliver the finishing blow.
That redness.
Gunshot. I saw gunshots.
A bright gleam of light soared through the tense air and barely misses Clifford, aiming straight for Lee. It was an elaborately decorated combat knife, sharp and deadly. It hit Lee's hand.
Oh.
Lee's sword falls down and clatters to the floor. Surprised, Lee turns swiftly around away from Clifford as he pulls out the knife from his hand, desperately seeking out his attacker.
My hand.
Creaking sound echoes through the darkness. In the midst of it all, a silhouette emerges.
Shuyan, what are you doing?
I'm the one who should be asking you that question, Shuang.
Shuang?
Well, who's the bad guy here? I wonder. Shuyan destroys the house when mother and father are away. Is that appropriate behavior from our family's heir?
What are you doing here?
Let's see. Bobby Shuyan destroys the house. Perhaps it doesn't fit on his part because his girlfriend broke up with him. But will his father be happy when they come home? Most definitely not. Worse still, what if he destroys the important artifact that's located in the head of the family's room on the second floor, third door on the right?
She's like, by the way, what
So she's just like, oh, that important artifact, third, second floor, third door on the right. What?
What?
Did Shuang just tell him where the artifact was located? But Lee said she is in the air, therefore she doesn't possess the ability to see him. It must be a coincidence. But another question arises
Wow.
from all this mayhem. Why is Shuang even here? Even though the distraction she presents is good for Clifford's situation, it's Shuang, and if Lee wants to kill her, she will die. He can't possibly leave the girl he loves for her pending doom. He must find some way to tell Shuang to run away.
Shuang, run away! What What are you thinking? Your cousin is a crazy lunatic. He will not hesitate to kill you.
Keep struggling, you annoying fool. She can't see you. Should I finish her right in front of you now that she has so willingly come into my lair?
Sad, pathetic Shuang. We're starting to talking to imaginary friends now, aren't you? Your imaginary friend must be rather upset at the scene. Please tell your imaginary friend not to worry. Because Shuang's nice, sweet cousin is stronger than people think, okay?
Huh?
Brat, you sure have misplaced courage. Are you trying to mock me by claiming that I have a doppelganger?
Surely Shuang couldn't see Clifford, but what she said seemed to be directed toward him. Even though he knew those words couldn't possibly be addressed to him, he felt almost entirely certain that they were. Shuang is not some weak damsel in distress. Clifford would never have fallen for a girl so weak, or a girl who overestimates her own abilities. Right now, the confrontation between Lee and Shuang was their inheritance feud. As Clifford, the lost one, the only way he can help Shuang is to get his body back. He has a job to finish. If he finds the artifact, then he can become a true human again. As a lost one, he has no means in helping Shuang, but as a human, he most certainly can. With that, he ran immediately from the two cousins.
Dang it, he got away!
Lee immediately runs after Clifford, but he stops dead as he sees a familiar figure blocking his path.
You!
Shang, you didn't have to come. I can handle him perfectly well on my own, you know.
The girl just smiles.
Lady Shuang, there's no need for you to dirty your hands. Please, just lend me your power, all right? Right? I'll finish him.
You're supposed to be locked up in that funny farm where you belong, Lin Chunsheng! What is the meaning of this, Shuang?
The girl looks around curiously and smiles again sheepishly.
What are you doing, Li Zhuyan? Did you just see a mosquito and decide to kill it, but destroyed the house in the process? How immature of you!
You worthless scum! You dare test my patience?
I believe the correct thing for you to say here is, I'm such a worthless PMSing jerk that I can't even handle a little annoying remark.
I approve.
Yeah.
Yes.
You!
His target had swiftly fled up the stairs. The only obstacles in Lee's way is a stupid girl who should have been locked up, and a useless girl in a wheelchair who can't even defend herself.
Do
Lee,
we ever find out how Shang got all these superpowers?
Later.
To
Okay.
Lee, naturally the girl has to go. To Lee, this thought process is perfectly natural. With that, Lee growls and lunges straight at Chunsheng with his sword, aiming for the kill. Lee suddenly felt a dull thud as his sword landed on a firm, straight surface.
What?
The moment his sword contacted it, a piercing pain flew through his arm and a dark gash appeared. Lee looked up in disbelief to see a translucent barrier of red mist materialize in front of Chunsheng's head, where he planned on striking. The moment he looked at it, it dissolved into what?
Just keep
Okay.
reading.
It dissolved into golden dust, returning to the palm of Shuang's hand.
This stuff! Okay, we...
Yeah!
Not so proud of yourself now, are you?
What is that? You aren't supposed to be able to use magic! Let alone magic of that caliber, Lin Chunsheng!
Shang is so nice. She doesn't want me to do it in my own hands, so I lent her my power. Do you have a problem with that?
You have that much power, let alone sharing it?
Lee turns around to see Shuang, who is just sitting there without flinching. She stretches out her arms and a barrier of golden mist appears before her.
Finish him, Chun Chang.
Yes, Lady Shuang!
So your parents have been training Shuang all along to overpower me?
Lady Shuang wasn't wrong when she said you were kind of dim, wasn't she? What makes you think that? Unlike you who trained for over a decade and still can't master the simplest magic like a protective shield. Lady Shuang, with her natural-born talents, is clearly much more suited to become the heir.
How come the main family never knew about this?
Pride, arrogance, naivety.
Naivety?
Naivete.
I have no idea.
All of such things will bring about your downfall one day, you know.
You will be executed for your insubordinance.
She'll be executed for not being given the rank that she rightfully deserves, even with the talents that she's naturally born with and shares with me. Life is a cruel mistress, right? Right!
The head of the family title is rightfully mine. Sure, even though you took that place, I wasn't sad at first. I wish you the best, did I not? But as the heir, you conducted such atrocious deeds. How unbecoming of you!
Okay, I don't hate Shuang.
Yeah, I approve of this very, very much.
Who really is the one who should be executed, as you say?
You want the title back? As a female who can't even function properly as one, or even walk for that matter, you are nothing but someone who should have died the moment she was born.
Oh.
And that ability of yours is nothing. Like the coward you are, all you can do is defend yourself. You can't attack others with a simple barrier. And the moment your magic runs out, you'll be as good as dead. I'll finish you once I'm done with this piece of trash that calls herself Lin Chun-Shang.
With that, Li gathers all of his strength into yet another blow towards Chun-Shang's face.
Yeah, but you got your hand hurt, and she killed you with less injuries than that.
Yeah.
Another bout of pain erupts on Li's arm, and he gasps in agony. Sharp pain throbs through his arm, and he instinctively jumps back.
Why, that barrier should still be in place!
You still haven't noticed yet? It's a counterattacking shield. It repels whatever it is given. The strength used to hit it will reflect upon yourself with the exact same intensity.
Li ignores her. His target right now is Lin Chun-Shang. Certainly that crappy red mist shield of hers can't be as strong as that of the one who gave her that power. But Chun-Shang, her eyes dark, simply holds out a pile of scarlet dust and blows at it. Li shuts his eyes immediately to prevent the red sand from entering his eyes, only to feel a stabbing pain in his wrist. Opening his eyes in shock, Li sees to his horror that Chun-Shang has taken the chance to drive a combat knife into his wrist.
On top of the knife he already has in his hand? Ow.
Game over, my dearest Yuan.
I think he pulled the knife out earlier.
Yeah.
One look at those eyes, cold and emotionless. Li saw for himself. Neither Shuang nor Chun-Shang would hesitate to kill him right now. Li pulls his hand away immediately, running away for dear life. Right now, Clifford's escape is the last thing on his mind. He can't accept this. How could this turn of events happen? How could he have been overwhelmed by two handicapped girls?
Hey, why are you running away? I haven't decapitated you yet. Come back, Yuan. I missed playing with you,
He must tell his father about this. This can't be left unnoticed. Yet, as the heir of the Lee family, if word got out that he lost to the Branch family's runt, he will never be able to look anybody in the eye ever again.
Just tell them that I got into a scuffle with a particularly powerful doppelganger, and I won.
With Shuang's instructions, he found the head's room almost immediately on the second floor. Entering the room carefully, his eyes fall on the first place that stands out, an old, worn safe hidden expertly behind a pile of books. Readying his saw, he begins to fumble with the rusty edge of the lock. You're not using a saw properly, child. Every second seems like an eternity to him. Just a second can mean life or death for Shuang. Use the saw proper, child, and it will go faster.
I'm panicking!
Finally, the lock breaks open. Desperately, he tears open the door and grabs the orb that was inside. With that, he rushes back down the stairs. If Li sees him with the orb, he'll definitely switch targets from Shuang to Clifford. Then, Shuang will be able to escape. Heart pounding, he holds the orb in his left hand so that it is visible as it can be and as visible as it can be, and dashes down the stairs. Reaching the first floor, Clifford is shocked to be faced with nothing but eerie silence. Where's Shuang? And Li?
And justly.
And that's all that's left in the room they were in is a large puddle of crimson blood, seeping through the expensive Persian rugs.
Shuang! No, this is all my fault! If Shuang got hurt, I can never forgive myself.
Steadying himself from his swaying, Clifford tries hard to make sense of the situation. The puddle of blood is large, but appears to hold little blood in its radius. Perhaps Shuang is still alive. If so, then he must find her right away.
Li Zhuyan, you will pay. Who's there?
He turns around to look at a corner of the room, and to his surprise sees Li, bleeding everywhere. Everywhere.
Did they cut his junk off?
No.
That's what it looks like from here.
Blood splatter on the wrist. It just gets there.
Because he was running, so arm movements and an unfortunate blood accident. He is hiding in a corner, holding his face in his hands and gasping. Bloodstains are all over his clothing. Lee hears Clifford's footsteps, and his face twists to an anguished expression. Unexpectedly, Lee turns his back and runs away.
Did he just run away? Why is he attacking me?
In reality, Lee couldn't look Cliff in the eye anymore. To any other person, he could proudly declare that he had just won against a powerful doppelganger and suffered some minor injuries. But Lee knew that Clifford saw him with Shuang earlier, which meant that doppelganger excuse would not work for him. To Lee, that humiliation alone could have killed him.
That's right. Shuang. Where is Shuang?
Clifford exits the room, and as he continues to run around the house, spots her in the distance. Wheeling herself away, looking... What was that expression on her face? Boredom? Not a single spot of blood was on her impassive face or brightly colored clothing. There was no sign of even a single injury on her body.
What? Wait! Shuang, listen to me, please! It's no use. She can't see me after all.
I'm glad that everything is okay now. You're happy now, right?
Huh? What is she talking about?
No, go after her!
Relieved that Shuang is safe, Clifford collapses immediately onto his bed upon reaching his apartment.
Men. No offense to present party.
Even if she doesn't like me, she'll definitely be happy to know that her being there saved my life, right? I'm pretty sure anyone would be happy to know that their actions saved another human being's life. So, I must get my body back so that I can properly thank her. Thank you, Shuang.
Tomorrow he will find his doppelganger and get rid of this mess of his rid of this mess of his once and for all.
I
There
swear,
we
if
fucking
Donut
go.
Man steals the orb-
Alrighty, guys, that's an episode.
Donut Man steals the orb before he gets his body back, I am going to be pissed.
Yeah, there's no way this is gonna go well.
I have stuff in my throat, too.
Same here. Honey, can I have some water? Or Gatorade?
Oh gosh, I really hope we can plow through this tonight. I really do.
Oh, hi, thank you.
Shawnee gave me water. It's okay.
I had some.
Oh, I really hope we can plow through this.
Okay.
I am dying.
It's okay.
My heart.
Okay.
Put it next to the haboush, honey.
I'm moving it.
Sorry.
Okay,
We will
guys.
see you guys next episode. Bye.
No, wait, I forgot. I'm gonna go blank here.
Phoenix, what the fuck? What are you doing? Are you absolutely sure you're up for this? You don't even know the victim's name.
Oh, the victim. Of course I know the victim's name. I, just forgot temporarily.